never really liked Francis Benali's moustache.
Right, fair enough. I don't know where to go with that.
What's your general census?
Not good. Yours?
No. It's alright, we've got stuff to talk about at the very least.
We've got lots of stuff to talk about. Alright, hello and welcome to the Matchday Vlogs Punts and Predictions preview show for the upcoming game at St Mary's for Southampton versus Tottenham Hotspur. We are recording this on Thursday the 17th of September. So it's the night after we've just crashed out of the Carabao Cup to Brentford. And it's just after, actually it's probably a couple of hours after, when Tottenham only narrowly went through after defeating a side with, was it 9 men they have left on the pitch, something like that? So, Jack, firstly, how are you feeling after those two defeats, really? What's the mood?
After Crystal Palace, I was deflated. But it's fine. Opening game, we said we know we don't have a good track record for that, and we weren't terrible we weren't bad in the game. We were just forced to play a bit of this wall of Crystal Palace. Okay, that's not great, but if that's whatever. Then Brentford, when it's a cup game, I'm always never feeling great about it anyway, because I know what we're like in cups.
Yeah.
And then I saw the lineup for the cup game, and I thought, oh, he must be taking this real serious, because that was
strong.
a strong lineup.
It was strong, yeah.
And as I said to Mike just before we went on air, I didn't actually watch the game. I was in Bristol. I was having a nice time. I didn't want to ruin it. And thank God, because going back watching the game, it's awful. It's awful to behold. And you got to think, what's the difference between this team now and the team that we saw at the end of August?
Yeah, definitely.
What's changed? And then you read the comments from Ralph after the game saying that, with the team that we've got, it's going to be very difficult for us to win games.
Yeah.
And when that's Ralph saying that, then we've got real issues, because, listen, I don't want to be one of the supporters that's like, hey, not even 2 games into the season,
right,
into the league, that you're already starting to worry. But when it's Ralph that's saying that, suddenly, is that Ralph saying that in terms of a cup competition, or is that? It's worrying. It doesn't fill me with confidence.
No, it might be one of those things where it's a bit of a cry out to the board, saying something like that in an interview.
So do I.
It does worry me that we don't really have depth in our squad, and I know we have backup players. We have Jake Vokins, we have Nathan Teller, who made a start last night. We have players for those positions, but they don't have much experience. And if one of our squad gets injured, suddenly we have a lack of experience in a certain position. So I think that is really a bit of an issue. But going to the Brentford game, what stuck out for me was there was just a severe lack of intensity. And I think that lack of intensity in terms of the high press, but also running back and making sure you're in positions. I mean, all of their goals, we were basically caught out, just like we were caught out against Crystal Palace. But that Brentford side, they looked pretty good. They were a well polished side. But
end of last season, I thought Brentford were coming up. They're a brilliant team. I won't knock Brentford. It's like when we lost to Derby. Okay, we shouldn't be losing to Championship teams, but as far as Championship teams go, they are decent. But we shouldn't be losing to those teams. We're a Premiership side with one of the best strikers, with great high press football.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be able to be rumbled in the opening round of the League Cup. That shouldn't be going on. You read Ralph saying it's a fitness thing as well. Now during the Crystal Palace game, listen guys, I'm a chunky dude, but even I was like, cool, our team looks thick. And
short. They look short.
Yeah, they look short and they look pudgy. And it just feels like there's not fitness there. If there's not fitness, the high press isn't going to work.
No.
And it's from what it sounds like with Ralph, it sounds like that we didn't have a great pre-season. and because of that, it seems that it's all gone a bit askew. I don't know whether that's because everyone went on holiday,
right,
and everyone did their own separate things, when in reality, it would have just been better to just stay in the headspace that we were in.
Yeah.
But, you're right, there wasn't an intensity there, and you would have thought, well, Prowse being captain, and the poop housery he brings to the game, and the way he plays, that he would try and bring that up in us, but that's not been the case so far. Now listen, Spurs is our second game of the season, and we're already sort of a bit nervous. That's not good. But
it's not.
I feel like now it's a weird thing to say, but it's a good time for us to be playing Spurs, and it's a good time for Spurs to be playing us. So it'll be a bit of a strange game. I feel like Spurs are on the brink of signing Bale. If that happens, it looks like it's about to happen.
Wow!
And they're about to get that. They're about to get that new left back from Madrid as well. So it looks like they're about to do a bit of business in the league, and so it'd be a good time to get them playing now, because I feel like their confidence is going to be
sky high,
a little bit low. Especially coming out of the Chelsea game. That's the thing; they just lost to Chelsea, so they're going to want to win. But
so lost Chelsea? Do you mean Everton? Tottenham just played Everton on Sunday.
They played Everton. Sorry, they played Everton even.
It's alright, I'll cut that so it won't make any difference.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, they played Everton on the weekend, didn't they? I'm all over the shop, mate. I've been on too many trains this week, too many sofas. So it's a weird time to be playing.
It is. I mean,
it's a weird time to be playing us.
I think both teams look like they're lacking a bit of confidence. I think both teams are struggling to break down defences. And like you say, this could be a good time for both of us to play each other before we start getting into the swing of things. But speaking of transfer stuff, I mean, there was a few mentions of Tottenham being after Danny Ings. But
I think that this is down to pure Jose Mourinho tactics. Jose doesn't have those sort of tactics on the pitch anymore. He's just got head games, and I feel like this is a bit of a head game. Talking to my dad about this a couple of hours ago, and there's no way Danny Ings is going to be leaving the team, his boyhood team, where he's playing the best football he's ever played in what we thought was a really exciting, prospect of a team. Yeah. But if Spurs come in with, say, a 40 million offer, which is what you probably ask them, I don't see the higher ups in Southampton saying no to that. I don't see them saying no to a decent amount of money, no matter how good we are. And if he goes, that's a big problem. But I really don't think Danny's going to be going to Spurs anytime soon. No. Because who's playing second fiddle to Kane? Okay, someone might want to be going with the thought of putting the pressure on Kane. If Kane's fit, you're not playing. No,
the only way I see it is if Kane goes to Man United. If Kane goes, then they'll pull the trigger on something like that.
I said earlier on, but what will happen is United won't get Sancho, so they try and get Kane, and that's the only way it will happen. If Manchester United don't get Sancho, they might go for someone like Kane, and then it would all fall into place weirdly like that. But I think a lot of things have to happen for Danny Ings to leave.
They do.
And if somehow Danny does leave, I don't think it will be before January at the very least.
Yeah. And
I don't think there's much to read into it.
No, and let's put this into perspective. Danny Ings had the season of his life. He was second top goal scorer in the league. He got himself an England place. If he's not on the radar of the big clubs, then quite frankly, I'm offended. So it's only natural that there's going to be this speculation around him. So I think we can draw a line under that one. So
do I. I don't think it's anything to think about.
No, indeed. So overall, it's difficult to feel confident or pessimistic for Sunday. But moving on to the score prediction part of the show. Where do we go with this one? Okay, so this is the part of the show where we ask you guys at home to put in your score predictions in the comment section below. And I have loads of stuff going on Sunday, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen to the episode. But we will make something happen, and we will talk about these score predictions at some point in some episode. So anyway, it's your turn to go first for this one, Jack. So what are you thinking?
Dear. Well, you know my rules, Mike. I don't like to. I will never put a draw as my prediction, because that's not fun. However, I do feel like this weekend will be the ultimate. This will be a draw game.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, And a draw would leave both teams in limbo. It wouldn't be good for Spurs, and for us it'd be like improvement maybe. But me personally, I think that'll probably be a 1-0 game.
Yeah?
Yeah, to us.
1-0 to Southampton you're going for?
I've still got confidence. Here's the thing, I feel like this game, the next game, who has to step up? And it's the back line. You know, let's I feel like this will be a good chance for Kyle Walker-Peters playing against his old club to show what they're missing. It'll be good for Stevens and Bednarak to really show where they're the centre. You know, although Bednarak came off last week, so you kind of wonder where he is. Will Salasu start? You know, the back line is an interesting thing. I don't think we should be starting small bone over Gineppo or Buffal. I'd rather someone who's going to run at that Spurs defence and really try and cause some issues, especially down that left wing where they don't. Danny Rose is on the way out and this new guy's on the way in. Although we've just been watching All or Nothing the last few episodes, and that Tangania, he's pretty feisty. But I think down that left wing would be where Spurs could be exposed. So having Redmond on it or then Buffal on it.
Yeah.
The Gineppo, someone running at that wing, I think that'll be where their weak point is. So that's what I want to see. Just attacking football,
and you're going to 1-0. I thought you weren't going to let me get my score prediction then. You're giving so much detail. So you're going with 1-0. Now it's interesting you say that on this show that we're never allowed to predict a draw, and but it's
don't do it.
I'm not allowed to do it, but
you're allowed to do it. It's your channel. I can't tell you what to do.
My heart is saying 1-0 like you. So in my heart, I would love a 1-0. I think it'd be brilliant. And I think one of the best games we played last season was that 1-0 victory on New Year's Day. That game that you missed because you were horribly hungover. That was one of the greatest games we played.
That game, like I just saying, we've just been watching Spurs All or Nothing here at my dad's house. This is actually this is the sofa I was passed out on when I missed 10
Really?
So
there we go.
Bringing back the memories.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with that 1-0. My head is screaming it's gonna be a 0-0 flat affair. But I hope I'm wrong. So I'm gonna go with my heart. It's gonna be a 1-0. So
we don't go with our heads on this channel.
No. Why would we? So there we go. We is that the first time we've agreed with a score prediction? That's in a long time. We haven't done this in a while.
So. That's how you know it's definitely going to be 1-0, and don't bring this video up again if it's not.
Definitely won't be memed. So there we go. Me and Jack are both going for a 1-0 win to Southampton at St Mary's on Sunday. As I said before, let us know what you think score is going to be in the comment section below. Anything else you want to add? I mean, we have been doing our research on Tottenham mainly through the All or Nothing show on Amazon, which is great.
Yeah, maybe our intel is a little bit out of date now, but it's probably not that far out of date.
It's fun to see the background and all what goes on behind the scenes. It certainly is.
Always is. I will say there's two things that are exciting me for this weekend. One of them is the Dream Team League. It was a great opening weekend, everybody. Nice to see you all in there. 4-4. I'm already angry. But the main thing is... Hold on.
He's got something. What's he got? Oh, look at this. He spent his voucher.
Thank you, Southampton, for this nice gift. I can't wait to wear it in the Championship.
Nice. Joe, I am yet to receive my voucher. But there is good news for season ticket holders. Is the fact that you're getting some money back for this weekend's fixture. Eventually, you will get some money back. So
that's the thing. I also feel, just to go on a slight detour, there are a few things that are somewhat troubling outside, around Southampton right now. I see a lot of distaste in fans. Look at the forums, they're probably the angriest I've seen them in a long time. And it's already turning quite bitter, and because of the talks of the takeover and the selling, it seems like not a lot of people are happy. And the way that Ralph's talking, it's a scary time. It's gone from being 2 weeks ago. I was so excited for this season.
Yeah.
And since the Crystal Palace game, it seemed to have just gone zoof. And I don't, you can call it fake and fickle, fandom, but it's more the other fans around me that get me worried. Like myself, how I thought about the team after the Palace game.
Yeah.
I was still confident.
Yeah.
But it's
it's not time to hit the panic button yet.
No, of course not.
Yeah. So
but for everybody, for my anxiety, could you all just take it down a notch? And let's just watch a few more games before we crack that up. And
exactly.
Serotonin levels are off the charts.
And when was the last time we won an opening game of the season? You told me.
Seven seasons it's been.
7 seasons. So.
And listen, guys, we lost the derby last year, the year before. We lose the championship sides. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We're going to win the FA Cup, so it's going to be fine. What did I say?
So there we go. On that absolute bombshell that we're definitely going to win the FA Cup. Otherwise, what's the line? Jack's going to buy everyone a Nando's if we don't win the FA Cup. Is that what you said?
I will buy the first commentator to this video in Nando's if we don't. About that evens it out.
It does.
I will buy the people that are let into Southampton games currently at Nando's if we
There we go. That's still quite a few. There's a lot of journalists you have to count for. Yeah, sorry, man.
Aren't employed by St Mary's.
Okay, fair enough.
Or the Sun. I'll buy any other newspaper one.
There we go. All right then. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up the state. Flipping out. We've been talking for 17 minutes. How the heck does that happen?
I'm just really trying to make it hard for you on these edits, pal. That's my new game that I play now. I'm
not editing this. It's all going on there. It's all going on there. Right, so as always, thanks for joining us for this Pantheon Predictions preview show. As we've mentioned before, please stick in your score predictions in the comment section below. Get a bit of the discussion going. Oh, and like, comment, share. I should have done that at the beginning. I didn't do any of that at the beginning. I never do that. You do what you like.
Do that thing, Mike, where you put the bit that we say right at the end of the video, right at the beginning of the video.
That's right.
So it makes some people watch all the way.
That's right. Say something really scandalous. Like,
I never really liked Francis Benali's mustache.
Right, fair enough. I don't know where to go with that. Anyway, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and me and Jack will see you on Sunday. All right, see ya.
See you later, guys.